How many of you studied the case of Emily Rose? Now, I want you to think about something. You can probably find the footage pretty easy. I know it's on YouTube and all over the place. There's two men that continue to I'm going to say mess with Emily Rose. They went to court and they got found not guilty. Now, Emily Rose's parents, this is important to what I'm about to say. Her parents were completely holistic. That means no medication whatsoever, only nutricents, only natural biological, um, cures, no treatment, no medicines, right? Now, the two guys that was constantly around Emily Rose, you'll see that like when they're holding her down and stuff like that. Now, the majority of the time they're on video evidence. This one point in time, she's on the bed, and the parents or whoever's recording, and you've got a man to the left and a man to the right. Now, you'll see that one of them starts holding her down. The man on the left hand side pulls a cylinder out of his pocket, right? And then you can see that he's doing it all clandestine, quite quick action, you know. And then he gets it to her mouth, and while both of them's huddled over her, and you can see that she actually has something dropped into her mouth, and you can see by the actual responses that she gives that she's just swallowed or gotten a pill in her mouth. They forced her to swallow it. So they was literally drugging her and causing these things to happen to her right there on video, and just nobody caught it. And these guys were released because they went to trial one time. Now, funny thing is, if you found it, they'd say, "Oh, well, they've already went to trial. You can't get them for a second trial." Well, that's the faults and flaws in America. Double jeopardy bullshit. If someone's fucking innocent, let them go. If they're guilty, fucking hold them accountable. Not to some standard set amount of time, to the amount of time that fits the crime, that fits the personality, the nature. If you're protecting people and you kill a pedophile, I think you should get out, in a week or two, right? But if you're fucking the pedophile, then you should be sentenced to death, right? So I think that's fair. And when you look at Charlie Kirk, he was shot from underneath. You don't see any blood on that pretty white shirt. You don't see no massive blood stains, holes in the shirt, or nothing like that. You can even see the upper body picture of his body, no holes, but you can see a lot of bruising all through the body. He was shot in the butt. 30-06 bullet was found, and when you get shot in the butt, it's got the distance it needs to slow down and stop in the body. It can only go 17 to 24 inches through the human body. It's the distance from the butt to the neck. Everything they said about the story is stupid. You see, they literally said Charlie was shot from his front left, but his body was thrown by the guy behind him, of course, to the back left. So if he was shot from the front left, he should have went to the back right, but he didn't because he wasn't shot from there. So Charlie's down in the bottom of this arena, and the building and the seating goes up in the air, buildings up in the air, which would cause a downward trajectory. With a downward trajectory, if he was shot in the chest, it would have blew out his back, you know, and it would have went downwards in him. It couldn't have been found in his neck. That's impossible. So what happened was he was shot from underneath through that little pedestal they had down there with the hole in it. They had table skirt taped down and everything. When he got shot underneath, the front view showed his belly rippling, showed his shirt lift up, his necklace lift up because something hit him from underneath. Everything went up. Showed a pressure swell on his neck, and that went down. And no rupture or anything like that. 30-06 bullet was found. It went the proper distance, you know. And Charlie was thrown in the wrong direction, by the guy that had advanced notice. I'll just call him Superman. The guy behind Charlie Kirk, he knew what was going on because they're all signaling to everybody, and they're like, "Yep, it's time." So when he jumps towards Charlie, he jumps real low, grabs him low at the waist, and their AI showed him his head above Charlie on the side view later on, but the first view showed he was real low, right? And if you look at the front view of Charlie, you don't see his head above Charlie or beside Charlie Kirk's, so you know that he was low. Otherwise, the front view would show it. But the front view don't show it because they used AI to make it look like he was higher up in the later videos. they also use AI to put stuff in the way. It blocks and shields of the belly. Like looks like laptops and different things to block different views and show the belly not there. And they use AI to block the broken chair that you could see in the first video, and where it raptured the chair and stuff. So the microphone, they have proximity attachments that are actually designed by the manufacturer that you can put in there to actually locate, you know, the device. So by using that location system and a gun rigged up inside of that platform, they would be able to aim towards that device, which could cause that device to fracture, rupture, whatever, considering it could have even bounced off of it for all we know, you know. And then the landing underneath, the landing at that college, it went to the Steele family's house. You'll find that that name is quite important in this interview. um, this little situation. So yeah, Steele family house. They actually had their kids out there watching the event. Yeah, and was left there and had prior knowledge to meet up at the tennis court later. See, all of that. It's like, hey, so you leave your kids during an active shooting and tell them to make it on their own to the tennis court later. All right, so I think those people need to lose their kids. They shouldn't have custody of them. I'm sorry. If there's gunshots and death and fucking police everywhere, and you tell your kids, okay, you we'll come back and get you later. You meet us up over here. Something's wrong when they're little tiny kids, you know. Anyway, the tunnel leads straight to their house, where the alleged gun was found, everything else. It was, a gun. It wasn't the gun, you know. But paving over the fucking tunnel and everything else, come on. All right, everybody. So now you know how Charlie Kirk was shot. I've told everybody about this so many times, but then I don't think they let you see it. So if you get to see this, please go ahead and leave a comment. And I don't think I get to see many of those either. But leave a comment, subscribe, and you'll get all kinds of stuff that's all over the place. All right, I'm the highest ranking member of the Masonic Temple. When I became a Mason, I was only 14 years old. I'm not worshipped in, but the name they gave me was Apollyon. And there's many reasons for it. All right, everybody, keep a smile and have a great day.